4 players that never lived up to the hype. Number 1, Michael Porter. This guy was like a top pick in the 2018 draft. He had great potential. He had size. He had shooting. He seemed like a superstar. But then he had back issues before he even hopped into the NBA, so then he couldn't do that. Still showed flashes of greatness. He a little bit of a ball hog too, which is like, that's not that good, but you would expect that if he's trying to be a superstar, but he hasn't lived up to the hype yet. He's still a good piece for the Nuggets, but he's not like the superstar. Like, you know, you would expect him to be like at least as good as Jamal Murray, but he's not yet. But yeah, let's get to number 2, Andrew Wiggins. I'm not gonna lie, I thought like the next Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant type player was Canadian. Like, I thought it was gonna be Andrew Wiggins. He has not lived up to the hype, but they were hyping him up like he was gonna be the next big thing. Like, even like he was getting LeBron James comparison. He went to Minnesota where he was like a star, but he was like a co-star, you know what I mean? And then even then, Jimmy Butler was out here talking crap to him, telling him he doesn't have heart and all that stuff. So that obviously didn't do good. He had good stats, but like he never really was like a superstar type, face of the league type. You know what I mean? They had Jeff Teague, they had Jimmy Butler, they had Cat, and then even in 2022, he had like a great team. And he was just like a role player, but at least he got a ring, right? But he never really ended up being that Kobe Bryant that I was hoping he would be. Up next, DeAndre Ayton. Like, it's kind of crazy that this guy got picked first over Trae Young Luka Doncic. Like, that should just show you right there that like he was supposed to be a superstar, and he's still like a good player. He's like an all-star level player, and he was able to get the Suns to the finals, but he like kind of is a little bit inconsistent, is a little bit lazy. Not like lazy, but like, yeah, I'll say lazy. He doesn't have a lot of energy, and he's not like a killer. However, to his credit, Phoenix is a team that changes their whole roster every single year, so like it's kind of hard to get used to a playing style, especially probably as a young player. But still, he has blossomed into the star that we thought he was gonna be. And the last person, John Collins. He was like a high flyer, bare potential. John Collins was supposed to be so good. Oh my gosh! Remember when the Hawks made the 2020? Remember when the Hawks made the Eastern Conference Finals, and everybody just thought this guy was gonna be really great. Everybody thought he was, and he's still like a good player, but he's just like, he's not the go-to guy. You know what I mean? He's not like Trae Young's like the top. You know what I mean? Like he's not like a Trae Young. I'm not saying we expected him to be a Trae Young, but like he's not like the all-star that Trae Young needs. You know, he doesn't really shoot that good, and his role constantly is like changing on the Hawks. So I guess that's like a little bit not his fault. But if you're producing and not being inconsistent, then you would be starting all the time. I don't know. Given like the athlete that he is, he should have developed a little bit more. But what do you guys think? These are all just my opinions. Like, don't get all offended and start crying in the comments. But you can't cry in the comments because I guess that's like engagement. But there you have it. 4 people that we thought would be stars, but they're not stars, bro. Michael Porter Jr., Andrew Wiggins, John Collins, and DeAndre Ayton. I don't know. You guys think they still got it in them to be like superstars? Comment down below.